Terence Martin, Basswood Drive, White Marsh Township. Let me begin by again thanking the school board for serving the community. I know it's a significant time commitment and it's an unbelievably important position. Dr. Christian, many thanks to you and the wonderful teachers, administrators, and staff that make this such a special school district. I imagine this type of meeting isn't what you envisioned when you took your job. Please know that as a parent of 3, ages 7, 4, and 2, I appreciate your work and the work of your team. The first issue I have with this ordinance is the fact that it's being voted on this evening. I attended the meeting on Monday where many specifics of the ordinance were discussed in great detail, and the ordinance was changed. The audio of that meeting was published on the school district's YouTube page. Some of the back and forth was inaudible to me due to directors and the attorney representing our solicitor not activating their microphones when speaking. As of 4 p.m. this afternoon, the recording had 7 views. I believe I was 2 of those views. The fact that a vote is occurring less than 48 hours after that meeting with only a partially audible recording of the special meeting available does not scream transparency. Additionally, the board president moved to have a first read to occur at that special meeting. It felt to me the action was intentional to limit the public debate of the ordinance at this meeting. That motion occurred after 9 p.m. on a Monday in August at a special meeting. Over the past month, we have seen our long-serving and respected solicitor fired and replaced with a less experienced campaign donor. We've seen a $40 million plan to renovate our middle school turn into a teardown and rebuild that will cost at a minimum $70 million. I would argue that the architectural drawings that were presented earlier this week will result in the final cost of that project to be north of $100 million. And now we have a responsible contractor ordinance that will cause many of the contractors that have served our community to lose their right to work in our district. Additionally, this ordinance has the potential to delay construction projects. I believe Dr. Christian alluded to that at Monday's meeting when requesting an administration's exception. Forgive me if I misunderstood what you said there, Doctor. The school board refuses to take questions from its constituents. Ms. Epstein's comments from the July 19th board meeting, that analysis of this ordinance was well articulated and fact-based. This ordinance would have cost the school district $2.7 million more had it been in effect since 2015. I try and choose my words carefully, and I try to always presume positive intent. However, I have come to believe that this ordinance is repayment to campaign donors. I sincerely hope I'm wrong, but there's too much evidence suggesting this is a pay-to-play situation, from emails detailing how to ask for money from union donors, to the school members admitting that they were, quote, strong-armed, end quote, by political leaders to support the RCO, to the history of slander and attempted intimidation tactics by one of the parties involved. All of these factors have led to my conclusion that this is a pay-to-play ordinance. I do not know if that is illegal, but it is certainly wrong. I spoke to the Pennsylvania Department of Education this morning, and they informed me that Section 318 of the school code provides that if the school board directors in any school district refuses or neglects to perform any duty imposed upon it by the provisions of the school code, resident taxpayers in the district may present a written petition to the local county court of common pleas requesting that the board be removed from office. If this ordinance passes this evening, I'm asking my fellow taxpayers to join me in signing a petition to remove the school board members who have blatantly ignored their fiduciary duty. I cite Ms. Epstein's analysis of the ordinance as proof that the ordinance is not in the best interest of the taxpayers of this community. I'm disappointed in the way this board has operated over the past months, 8 months. My disappointment has nothing to do with political affiliation.
1 minute.
We are parents and neighbors. We live in an exceptional community. The level of disrespect this board has shown to its constituents is really disheartening. I ask again, please, at a minimum, delay the vote on this ordinance. Thank you for your time and allowing me to speak.